UFC 318 fight prediction. I will go to full entire card and I'm gonna predict from the main event 5 fights. So Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway is the main event. So I will start from the first fight of the main event, which is Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber. So Zellhuber is a jiu-jitsu type of fighter who is a submission artist, who wins by decisions most of the times, and he lost the last fight. So I think Michael Johnson, who came to the farm from the last year, he got a knockout win and he got a decision win. So I think Michael Johnson gonna win this fight because this guy sometimes comes to the farm and he has knocked out Dustin Poirier in the past, so he does some miracles. So I think as the Daniel Zellhuber is coming from a loss, so I think Michael Johnson gonna win this fight. So I'm going with Michael Johnson by decision or KO, whatever he wants. The second fight is Dan Hige versus Patricio Pitbull. Patricio Pitbull lost the fight against Rodriguez in the UFC. I don't know which card, but he lost the fight. So I think Pitbull is aged and I don't think he's gonna do something. So I think Dan Hige gonna whoop his ass. So I'm going with Dan Hige from whatever he wants. So I think Dan Hige gonna win this fight against Pitbull. So I'm picking Dan Hige or Pitbull in this. Then third fight we got Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. I think Kevin Holland is in the prime, so I think he's gonna win this fight, and he can win by any way he wants. I think Kevin Holland gonna win this fight. Daniel Rodriguez is good too, but I think Kevin Holland gonna win this fight. So I'm going with Kevin Holland. I hope he's gonna win. So I don't know whether Kevin Holland gonna win, but I think he can. I believe in him. I think he can do some miracle and win this fight. So I'm going with Kevin Holland by any way he wants. I'm going with Kevin Holland. I don't pick rounds. I don't pick what way they're gonna win, something like that. I just say Kevin Holland gonna win, and he's gonna win. That's it. Co-main event: Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Kopylov. What kind of name is this? I'm not disrespecting his name, but I'm saying he's some Russian, I guess. Kopylov seems like some type, Dagestani type of fighter. So I would go with Paulo Costa because I don't know who is he, to be honest. Roman Kopylov. I don't know this guy, so I would go with Paulo Costa. Whatever he wants. I hope he's gonna come back and show the fans that who he was. So I hope Paulo Costa gonna come back in this fight, and it would be a good comeback from Paulo Costa. And I think Paulo Costa gonna win this fight, the co-main event. It's a weak co-main event, to be honest. There's no good card in this fight. These are the mid fights in this card, to be honest. Paulo Costa versus Kopylov is in the co-main. Who gonna watch this card? Who are interested in watching Paulo Costa versus Kopylov? Nobody. So why it is in the co-main event? I don't even understand why these guys do these things. You know what I mean? Then we got the main event. Let's go to the main event. No fights in the card is interesting than main event. Main event is the only fight that is interesting, and I think the main event should have been in the co-main, and in the main event they should have added some other fights, like title fights, real title fights. Then it would have been an interesting card, but only main event is best, and the co-main events are not good, and even the other fights in this card are mid. So it's not a worth buying card, you know what I mean? So in this fight, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier's last fight. So I would go with Dustin Poirier because Max Holloway lost his fight last in his last fight he got knocked the fuck out. So Max Holloway never got knocked out in his fucking career. That was the first time he got knocked the fuck out by Poirier. So I guess that knockout would have changed Max Holloway forever. I think he's gonna fight a little bit like lose, and he will not win this fight. It's like Usman getting knocked out by Leon Edwards. It's like Tony Ferguson losing a fight, no, getting TKO'd. Alright, yeah, they throw the white shawl. So I would say against Justin Gaethje, it's like Paulo Costa losing to Easy, and then he's like losing all these fights. So that's how I think Max Holloway gonna be like Tony Ferguson or something, like maybe Tony Ferguson, or it will be like Kamaru Usman. He may lose few fights because he got knocked the fuck out. I think Max Holloway, it's your downfall. Downfall starts from Poirier's knockout. After Ilya knocked him out, that's the downfall for Max Holloway, I guess. And I think Dustin Poirier gonna win this fight and retire happily by being a BMF champ. So it's gonna be a good fight. I would say Dustin Poirier by KO or decision, something like that. So it's my predictions. It's my picks for UFC 318, which is not a good card, to be honest. It's a mid card, but it's okay. I'm gonna predict anyways. So this is my prediction for UFC 318.